Bortle here of YCS Providence, Rhode Island. My goodness, with whoa, returning to the channel, please, to the world, man.
How's it going, guys? Carl Manigat. I played, I guess, what? Ryzeal Nemesis.
What made you decide to play this deck for the event?
I decided that the Arch Nemesis cards were really good going into fields. Honestly, after this event, I'd probably just like main these Stratoses I was siding. I main Protos, but yeah, those cards are really good. Mitsurugi and Ryzeal can't destroy them because they can't be destroyed by card effects, and you get to clear up the board, limit their follow-up turn, and yeah, they were just really good. Okay. And a lot of times, opening turn, you get to Small World Protos and just beat Malice for free, so that was good.
Before you see the goo, any shoutouts?
No, everyone told me this deck was bad, so.
Jeez.
Yeah, but it performed really well, and I really lost to not testing a lot. I kind of theoried this deck in my head and put it together, and yeah, it worked out, but at the end I lost to just a minor misstep. That happens.
Oh, gotcha.
Right.
Well, without further ado, please show us the top 32 goo.
Yeah, alright, so it's the Ryzeals. So Beach Ryzeal, Star's really good.
Yeah, how'd you like Star?
Star was great. I think everyone playing Ryzeal cards should play Star. Then Shark Package, 3 Big Jaws, Drake Shark. I didn't even realize how good this card was until later in the rounds. With Star now, you get Cross, and then that flips over, and that's your spell for the turn. So this acts as like an extender. There's really no reason not to play this card in a pure deck. Then we've got Charmies, so 3 Ferulia, 3 Koalas, 3 Meows. 3 behind this was when I went first, it really didn't matter. A lot of times I would even use these cards as an extender, normal summon, make rank 4. Yeah, I was more worried about going second, and also they fed the Nemesis package because there's different types, different attributes, and yeah, they worked out really nice. There's obviously some matchups where some aren't too great, but for the most part you're getting 1 to 2 draws, also any one against most matchups. So they were great. And then also for Small World, with Nibiru, they bridge pretty much everything. So Ash, main deck Dogwood. I used this card. So this was like the only hand trap that game 1 could give me like an extra turn. Let's say if I get trolled on a 7 Tachyon or Small World or like a Search, I could, in theory, stop, use Multrami on their turn, get them to overcommit, and then use this in spots where, you know, even Nibiru sometimes wouldn't help you. So this would catch people off guard. It was really just for game 1. I didn't test too much with it. It was all theory, so it was cool, but I don't know if I'd play it again. Maybe, yeah, like I said, I would probably main the Arch Nemesis package. So then 2 Nib, and then main deck Protos. This was the only Arch Nemesis I main deck because you could search him off of Small World, so that was really good. Then 7 Tachyon, 3 Small Worlds, and then Bonfire. The deck actually has more starters now. If you just with the Small World, the addition of Small Worlds and Tachyon, you lost 6 starters. Excuse me, you lost 5 starters. 1 of each Ryzeal, 2 Bonfires. You added 6. This card honestly is better than this card because of the options you get. You can search Sword or Node at times, and then obviously I play the Shark, so grabbing Sharks, and then this card just gets anything I want in my deck, so these cards are really good. One thing I will say, testing against Mitsurugi or playing against Mitsurugi this weekend, you might have to side out some of them because because of Ame, you might not have the cards to spend. So, and then 2, 3 for Ryzeal cards. These cards, pretty mandatory. These always stayed in my deck. This card came out sometimes, and I don't even know if that's correct. So Side deck.
What's the main account?
40 cards. Yep.
Okay, got it.
Side deck, 3 Lancia,
So it's Alice adding Mr.
3 Retaliating C.
Ooh.
Decided this for like preparation for Memento. My brother won the last YCS, so maybe I was a bit skewed. I didn't decide it a single time.
Oh,
It was kind of a wasted spot. I wish I played Ultimate Slayer. 3 Droplet. I just unknown territory, generic, like going second card. It was cool. Ultimate Slayer is probably gonna find a way in my side deck at some point. I'll buy the Grave. I like this card close side against decks that it's naturally good against. So against Mitsurugi, then obviously you can hit hand traps. But I'm not too crazy about maining cards like this or cross out. I just rather build my deck to counter like Troll or something. So that was kind of the idea of the Charmies plus Dogwood. 3 Shadows, 1 flag. Side deck. This card is supposed to be side deck cards. And then this little Lancia, search target. Honestly, the way it played out, I don't even know if you ever get to a point where you search Lancia because of the Nemesis package. So I don't even know if I'd play this card again. Against Malice, I would let them start and just they banish a card for you, so you don't even have to. The 3 copies is more for like Mitsu or Ryzeal or any deck that has trouble like getting these cards off the field because they can't be destroyed. But against like Blue Eyes or Malice, I just go 1/1 and they banish a card for you. So later on in the turn, you're able to search Nemesis flag, boom, and then get Protoss or Shadows based on whatever you draw. And then also when you side all 3, it makes this card like pretty insane because if you ever hard draw 1, the Prima Banshee can search this, and then you just get another copy or the other one. So in that case, if it's a Shadows I start off with, I get Protoss, etc. And then for the extra deck was Toad was adding back the Sharks, add back Spooky Dogwood to just try and survive like game 1. This was cool because there's a bunch of points where like you don't want to send Aggregator, but you do want to get an effect. And also I figured out the combo the night before, just like being able to add back Drake Shark on your turn puts an extra 4 on the field. And then sometimes you get the Plasma Hole and make like the Booska on your opponent's turn. So a bunch of cool stuff you could do with this card. And then also just a water, so that's an attribute or type Water Aqua attribute and type I typically don't have, so it works for the Nemesis cards. Exciton, Banshee, the searches off of Tachyon, and then Ragnar Zero is actually just good in the deck anyway. Dagaris, double clans, Aggregator, Gallant Granite, Search Nibiru on my opening turn. So my opening turn is pretty strong because of this card. Tornado Dragon, Duo Drive, Detonator. Decided to play 1 Duo. Never really, the dumping of Duo never really came up. I never really did that line. And then Booska. So that's the 15 in the main. That's main side, that's everything, yeah.
Nice. You missed Bahamut Shark?
Bahamut Shark? Yeah, that was a good card, but I think what it did to Mermels is much better than whatever it was doing for our deck, so.
That's true.
I think, the Nemesis cards are really good. Unfortunately, I don't think there's another YCS in the US before,
Nats?
Duelist, Nats, and format changes again, but I think these cards are just underrated. You can play them with the Dragon Ruler cards. You can a lot of cool stuff with this. I'm probably gonna mess around with these cards for the next couple events. So
Nice. Well, congrats on top 32. Until next time, everyone. Bortle out.